Welcome to the Mega Print on Demand Summit. I'm Melissa Reynolds. This is day 2 of our summit, and we will be discussing targeting the right audience. So are you ready to learn more about print on demand? I sure am. So let's get started. Welcome to the Mega Print on Demand Summit. I'm so excited to be hosting this wonderful event for you guys. Yesterday was day 1, so I hope you got a chance to see all the sessions. If for some reason you didn't get to see the sessions, we do have an all-access pass that you can grab. And when you get the all-access pass, you get all 3 days worth of sessions. So let's talk about day 2, which is all about targeting the right audience. And in my session today, I get to talk to you about marketing and how to use Pinterest to market your audience. So let's get into it. I'm Melissa Reynolds, and I run a Pinterest marketing agency. I love talking and teaching about Pinterest marketing. Marketing is a very important part of your business, but I know it can be scary and an expensive one. I have tried them all, Facebook ads, Instagram, even Twitter. But I have found that Pinterest has the best bang for its buck. That is why I love Pinterest, because Pinterest makes it so easy. Pinterest is that platform that not that many people are talking about, which is very sad because it can be so powerful for your business. So before we get started, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I happen to be a down-to-earth Kansas girl who happens to love to drive tractors. The bigger the better. I also have a background in graphic design and marketing for over 20 years. I have always had that entrepreneur mindset, thanks to my mom. She has always taught me if you work hard at something, you will succeed. I have been selling online for over 12 years now. I have gone from having a job to, believe it or not, selling aircraft equipment online to private label Amazon selling. I love helping people grow their business through marketing, especially through my favorite platform, Pinterest. I truly believe that anyone can start an online business from anywhere. The only thing holding you back is you. In my opinion, Pinterest is the best platform to sell your products on. Best of all, you get eyeballs on your products for free. Yes, I said free. So if you're like me, starting out, you don't have a whole lot of money for Google ads and Facebook ads and stuff like that. So you're really dependent on the platform you're using, if that happens to be Amazon, Etsy, or even your own website. So this is where my marketing background really kicked in, and I knew I needed to draw traffic to my website so I could get sales. I happen to remember Pinterest because I love using Pinterest to find crafting ideas to do with the kids. So I started looking into Pinterest and found that it was a perfect place to sell my print-on-demand products and target my ideal audience and get sales. The reason is Pinterest is not a social media platform. It is a powerful search engine. It happens to be the 3rd largest search engine out there, only behind Google and YouTube. So don't take my word for it. Let's look at some stats. So why is Pinterest a big deal? Well, they have 320 million monthly active users. That's a lot of eyeballs. 97% of Pinterest searches are for unbranded. That means small businesses like us can get a lot of those eyeballs on our products. 85% of users use Pinterest to make purchases. That means we can sell a lot of products on Pinterest. And best of all, the average time spent on Pinterest is 14.2 minutes. That's a long time looking at your products. And if you know anything about mobile, 80% of Pinterest users use mobile to look at their products. So that's a lot of eyeballs all day long on your products. So, besides the stats, I want you to know that Pinterest is one of the only platforms I've ever been on that actually want businesses to succeed on them. So let me show you what I mean. This is Pinterest's business account. And if you go over to business.pinterest.com, this site is made just for us business people. And the best part is there's all kinds of helpful stuff on here. They have blog posts that they come out with. They talk about how to make a pin, all the new audience stuff that's coming out, all of the carousel pins you can do, and all the new video pins you can do. So basically, if you go up here, you can go to your audiences. They can tell you about audiences. This talks to you about the basics, how to make a pin, how the shopping, pin benefits, measurements. They even have samples of pins to show you how to make pins. Advertising, it tells you about all of the different types of advertising. Here's a sample advertisements. Success stories, so they even have stories about other businesses that have been successful on it. And honestly, they're the only platform I've ever found that actually helps businesses succeed on their platform. So there is 3 major areas that I want to discuss today about Pinterest. And one of them is the importance of having a business account. You get so much more benefit from having a business account. So I'm going to show you how to set up a business account. And then 2, I'm going to discuss how to use Pinterest for product research, how you can use it to find products to sell and to spy on your competition. And 3rd, I'm going to show you how to drive traffic to your website or your Shopify store using your Pinterest account. Okay, so now we're going to show you how to set up your business account. So you go to pinterest.com and this window is going to come up. Now, if you already have a personal account, then you could sign into your personal account and switch it over to a business account. But what I would recommend is going ahead and setting up a separate business account, because using your personal account, you can do some research and stuff with a personal account that you don't want necessarily Pinterest to know that it's related to your business account. So you would click create a business account. And in here, you are going to need a different email address than what your personal account is. And that's an email that's going to be related to your business. So hopefully you have a business one. And yes, you have to put your age. So then you create your account. And in this window, you need to put a business name, which is your profile name. So this is required. And I would suggest putting your business name in here, or if there happens to be a slightly different name that you want to be known for on Pinterest, you could put it in here. But most of the time, I would suggest putting your business name in there. The next part is that you do want to claim your website. If you have a website, you do want to put yes here and claim your website, because that's going to allow you to have the rich pins and promotional pins. So next, and in here, to describe your brand, if you're just using Pinterest to sell your products and stuff, consumer goods, products, and services is what I would pick, because that's going to tell Pinterest that you're probably going to have rich pins and promotional type pins. But if you like me, I actually have a blogger site where I actually do blog posts. So I have claimed blogger because that helps when you want to bring in your articles into Pinterest. And next is about advertising. And at this point, you don't need to take the time to fill out everything for your advertising unless you want to, and you could put yes, and then it's going to take you to another section where you have to fill in all your information to actually do ads. But at this point, I would just say I'm not sure, because you can go back and do this later. Now, this top one is share your ideas. This is where you would go to create pins, grow your audience. This is where you would go to do all the ad stuff. But we want to build our profile. So we're going to click this bottom one. And that is going to take us to edit our profile. So as you can see, your display name is what you picked on your last screen. But the most important thing in here is that you want to make sure that you put your profile description in here. You want to say something about yourself. Tell Pinterest and users what your site or your page is going to be all about. What kind of pins are you going to be putting in there? So this should be describing you as a business to catch their attention. And then the next part is really, really, really important. This is where you would click on claim so you can claim your website. Your website would be entered in here. You'll hit claim, and when you hit claim, this is going to come up. And I'm not going to go through all of the steps to do this, but you do need to add this hashtag to your header of your website. And yes, you can add this on your Shopify site. It's a little bit more difficult, and you actually have to go into the programming language and stuff on Shopify. But Shopify does have a lot of good training and stuff on how to do that. But you definitely want to claim your website, because claiming your website allows you to have those rich pins and those promotional pins. Plus, there's a lot of new stuff coming out with Pinterest where you could actually set it up. If you have a Shopify site, you can set it up to automatically pin your products for you every time you add a new product on Shopify. So that's how you basically set up your business account. And one of the main advantages of having a business account is the fact that you get Pinterest analytics. So you'll be able to see audiences, you'll be able to see how many times your pins have been pinned or repinned. So today I am going to show you guys how to use this powerful platform to market your print-on-demand products. There is two major ways that you can use Pinterest to grow your business. The first one is doing research to find the products that your customers really want. And the other is driving traffic to your site or to your store to get your sales. So first of all, we're going to talk about how to use Pinterest as a research tool. I'm going to show you how to use Pinterest search functions to find products, find ideas for products, and to find out what's trending. What's cool about Pinterest is that there is two different ways to use their searches. So I'm going to flip over now to my Pinterest account and show you how to use these search functions. So here we are over in Pinterest. So we're going to use Pinterest to come up with some new designs for our print-on-demand products. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I really like sloths. Let's see if sloths are really popular. So I'm going to put in funny sloth, and this right here is suggested search terms that Pinterest puts up, which means these are the most searched for terms that customers are actually entering into search. So funny sloth shirts comes up. So that tells me that that might be a good shirt to design. So when we go over here, we can see the other sloth shirts that are on Pinterest. And we can draw inspiration from them by looking at their sayings, looking at the colors, looking at the style of the designs, and get inspiration to design our own shirt, which will be totally unique from theirs. I'm not saying copy their designs, but you can take inspiration from the saying, "Don't worry, be happy," and put your own design in there and your own way of wording it, and you'll have a unique shirt. But you know that people are searching for that type of shirt. The other thing that I love to use Pinterest for is to add more products than just t-shirts, because print on demand is more than just t-shirts. So what other products do you think I could sell that have funny sloth on it? So let's say I want to sell mugs. Let's put mugs up. mugs comes up as a suggested term, so that says that people are searching for them. And sure enough, there's all kinds of different mugs that I could do for my print on demand business. And the best part is the design that we just discovered for our t-shirt, we could have used that same design and put it on a mug. So what other print on demand products do you think there is out there? Let's try to come up with something a little odd. How about pillows? Sure enough, there is pillows with sloths on them. So if our print on demand company offers us pillowcases that we could print, uh, I'll do it later sounds like a pretty good design that you could easily make into your own and use on pillows. But the best part is you could use that same design on the pillows, on the mugs, and on the t-shirts. So let's try one more type of product. How about, since we got pillows, how about blankets? And sure enough, there is a lot of sloth blankets out there. And one thing about Pinterest that you need to know is that this top, or these top ones from the top left, are the most popular and most pinned, because you want your products to be pinned. Because if they're pinned, that means people are looking at them and people are saving them and buying them. So the other way to use Pinterest is their new trending tool. And you can go to their trending tool by going to trends.pinterest.com. And the best part is this is different trends that are coming up. So like today's top trends are chicken breast recipes. So maybe you have a funny chicken cooking shirt that you could sell. But the part that I like the best about this trends tool is down here, they have the 100 Pinterest trends. So if you click here, it takes you over to the Pinterest 100. So in here, you can see some of the top trending keywords and stuff. So we're going to go into rewilding. So what that tells you is that rewilding is a new trending term. So if you could come up with a t-shirt that talks about getting out in the wild and rewilding, that is being really popular right now. So some of the other trending on Pinterest keywords that are related to this is lake fishing. So if you have a fishing shirt, then you know right now would be the most popular time to make sure that you're promoting your lake fishing shirts. Or rock hounding. So if rock hounding is, which I've never heard of rock hounding, other than my mom was a rock hounder. So as you can see, this type of stuff is very, very popular. So if you had a shirt or a mug or any print on demand product that revolves around rocks or rock collecting, that type of thing, they're saying right now that that is one of the most popular search things. Let's see what else they have. They said, well, 185% for that one. And look, it even gives you international trends. So in Australia, if you happen to be in Australia, rabbit hutches, natural travel. So something maybe about traveling in the beauty of Australia. That's pretty popular, 253%. Northern Lights, 90%. So Norway is outdoor bars or outdoor indoors. Argentina, hiking fashions. So if you have some hiking shirts and you happen to be selling in Argentina, then yours should be very popular right now. Camping, let's see, what else is done here? So, pampered pets. So we were talking about sloth shirts. So let's see on pampered pets. So that seems to be really, really popular. So resorts, something about playgrounds, playing with your cat, those type of things would probably be pretty popular right now on Pinterest. So that's why I like the trends tool, because I would have never thought of, what was it, rewilding. So making a shirt that talks about rewilding, I think would be a very popular thing to do right now on Pinterest. So I'm going to show you another way to tell how many times something has been pinned. But this hack, you actually have to be signed out of your account. So we're going to log out because we want to be all the way back to the Pinterest.com. So after that, we're going to hit a slash, and then we're going to type in topics slash, and we're going to do funny dash shirts and hit return. And what this does is it takes you into the funny shirts, but the top 10 funny shirt ideas on Pinterest as of when I did this recording. So right now, Nerf gun t-shirts are pretty popular. The Only Man I Trust tank is pretty popular. But the other trick is we're going to scroll down, and this is going to give us the most like. These are the t-shirts that are popular. And now we're going to find out how many times they've actually been saved. And to do this, we need a Chrome extension, which happens to be free, but it's called Pin on Top Chrome extension. So then we're going to go over and we're going to click it, and I'm going to do just one page so it doesn't take forever to save, but then we're going to sort by saves. And what this does is it tells me how many times a shirt has been saved. So like this I've Got It All Together shirt has been saved over 3,000 times. So the likelihood of selling a shirt that says I've got it all together is pretty high. So what you can do is you can actually click on that shirt and go over here and see the keywords that it's targeting. By hitting the more information, you can see the tags. So it's tagging for teacher shirts, mom shirts, shirts with sayings, funny shirts, teacher clothes, cute t-shirts, t-shirt designs, graphic shirts, graphic sweatshirts. So what Pinterest does is those tags is what helps bring up your shirt when somebody searches for it. So since this shirt has been saved a whole lot, you could use this and design your own shirt that is like it using the same saying. Maybe you doing it on a white t-shirt, adding a graphic to it, that type of thing. So now I'm going to take you over to Pinterest and show you 3 different ways that you can drive traffic using your Pinterest business account. Now, this is a business account. You can tell because their website has been connected to it. Now, you can tell that they have gone in and they have pinned all of their products just in the basic white background. And they're targeting their customers by putting funny t-shirt, funny graphic t-shirt, funny hunting and fishing, funny attitude, funny party. That is how they're targeting their audience. And they're doing a pretty good job of it because they're getting 119.6K monthly views. So what I'm showing you is that you could, if you already have a site, you could set up a business account and pin all your products and start driving traffic to your site through Pinterest by just pinning your products. But number 2 website has done basically the same thing. She has pinned her products, but they are more colorful and more enticing for people to look at. So since Pinterest is a visual place, wouldn't you be more apt to look at a t-shirt that is more colorful, has more going on in it, like this, than you would just a white background? So it'd be more enticing to click on this and go over to a website. So to me, that is how she is getting, that's how she is getting 1.4 million monthly views. So I can tell you right now, with that many monthly views, she is getting a lot of traffic over to her site. Now, there's a third way you can do a business account on Pinterest, and this is the way I prefer to do it, is that I have a business account, obviously, because it's attached to my website, but I direct it towards just a niche. And my niche is dogs and cats. And I have a website where I actually do blog posts and talk about different things about dogs, talk about different products that you can get for your dogs. And on my boards, yes, I have a lot of dog pictures, but I also have a lot of dog products that I sell. So I try to entice my customers to come over to my site because they're interested in how to get my dog to eat his food better. And then when they're over there, I have links to all my products, and they can click on those and buy from my site. But by going over there, and they know that they're going to go over to my site and it's going to be dog or cat related, they're more apt to buy products from me because they know that that's what they're looking for. So you can do a niche type website or Pinterest board. And as you can see, I have 254.5K monthly views. So I get a lot of traffic over to my site. And to prove that to you, one of the best things about having a business account is you have this, what they call a business hub. And you get to see how much traffic you have at a glance. So in the last 30 days, I've had 264 or 5.4 impressions. Plus, I've had 2,000 pins saved to other people's boards. But this is the best one. I've had 1.1K links over to my website. That's in 30 days, which isn't bad because this is a new account that I just started blog posting regularly once a week in May. So within 30 days, I have actually improved my links and so forth. Now, the other thing I'd like to show you is some of the analytics. So if we go over to our overview of our analytics, you can see that when I started posting my blogs over to my site, my impressions went way up. And you can also click on here and go to link clicks. And you can see that I went from only getting like 9 clicks a day to 19 to 61 to 92 and to 91. And unfortunately, in June so far, since I've been doing this summit, I haven't posted as much. I've only put up one blog post in this area, and you can see right here where I just posted it on Sunday. But I've already had 35 links over just on that one blog post. So you can see why it's very important to have your business account so you can have this insight on what your traffic is and where it's actually coming from. Because you can go in here, let me go back to my overview. And if you look at this, you can look at all of your pins. So on my pins, you can see this pin, which was just posted, that I've already had 38 clicks and 4 clicks over to my website. And I just posted that one today. This is another one that goes to a blog post. It hasn't been clicked yet, but this does go to my how does your cat show affection? And that's how I've been getting traffic over to my website. So now I'm going to take you back over to my account, and we're going to look at another feature for having a business account, and that is the Pinterest Audience Insights section. Now, over here, all you have to do is click Analytics and Audience Insights. And one of the best features about this is reviewing the data will definitely help you increase your audiences because it shows you where they're engaged and what kind of products or what kind of categories they are interested in. This is not the same data as the analytics section. This is more in depth with a breakdown of categories and interests that actually engaged on Pinterest. And the difference is that they have two different ways of looking at this. This right here is my audience that is engaged on my account. This would be all of Pinterest's users' engagement. So let's look at mine first. And it says right here that my total audience for the last 30 days is 220K people. And you can also look at your engaged audience. So that brings it down quite a bit, but these are the people that are already engaged. So I actually, excuse me, I actually like to look at the total audience. So by looking at the total audience, you can click this right here and it will prioritize it for you. And their explanation of this indicates how much this audience is interested in a particular topic compared to the rest of Pinterest. So since my section of my page is all about animals, it says right here that I have a 3.31 times interest compared to everything else on Pinterest that are interested in animals that are in my audience. So 46% of my audience is interested in this. And then if you click on this, it brings up and divides it down and niches it down even more. So I mostly do cats and dogs. So I have 23% that like cats and 13% that like dogs. So to me, that says that I should be doing more posts for cats and posting more stuff for cats than I should dogs per se, because it is my higher audience. But if I want to build my dog audience, then maybe I should be posting more dogs stuff so I could get this engagement up even more. So now let's look at all of Pinterest. So when you come up here, it says for animals at least, let's see, and see an overall on everybody that's on Pinterest, only 14% are really interested in animals. And if you click on that, out of that, they still say cats is more popular, is 14% and 8%. And if you remember, if I go back here and you remember that, okay, it said 14% for cats, right? Well, my engagement is 23.6%. So to me, that says I am getting a lot more audience overall out of that percentage that are on Pinterest. And one of the other things that this shows is it will show you, just kind of like Facebook, it shows you the age ranges for your site. And mine's at 31.6% for 18 to 24. Now that was for mine. Let's see what it is for Pinterest. So if we go down here for Pinterest, then the 25 to 34-year-old is a lot higher than what mine was. And of course, females are a lot higher, but males are starting to really get up there on Pinterest. Well, let's go back to my stats and see. And I have 75% female and only 18% male. And it also shows you location. So in the US, if we click on US, it says that 31% of the users on my account are from the United States that are engaging with my account. But believe it or not, look at that. Turkey and France are at 2.6% and 2.5%. I would not really expect that, but, and you can also see what kind of devices and where people are looking at your account. So on here, it's saying Androids is very, very popular to look on Pinterest. And I happen to be an Android operator and I like it better than iPhones. But iPhones is still at 37%. And only 27% is actually doing it on the web. So that's telling you that you need to make sure that you make your text on your pins and stuff like that very readable, because most people are looking for on their mobile. And you can really use this to try to target your pins and your products that you put on there. So if I go over here and I click on cats, this is showing me that this is the kind of pins that people are looking at for my account, which is pretty amazing because some of these, like this one, is on my cat page. But it gives you an idea of what kind of pins you really need to be pinning if you want to engage more with your audience. Ooh, this one's really, really cute. So that's how you can use your analytics and your insights. It's very, very important, and you should really check on it at least once a month and see if your engagement is improving in different areas. So I know that that was a lot of information to take in, but now I think you can see why I think Pinterest is one of the best places to drive traffic to your website from. But I have 3 points that I really want to drive home. And the first one is a pin is 100 times more engagement than your average tweet. You tweet, it's gone. You pin, you get engagement. Number 2, the half-life of a pin is 2 weeks compared to 24 minutes for Twitter and 90 minutes for Facebook. How many times have you pinned or posted something on Facebook hoping you get engagement, and by the next day, nobody? But on Pinterest, the best part is if you have a pin that is related to a holiday, let's say the 4th of July, and you pin it and you get all kinds of engagement this year, there's a good chance that next year when 4th of July comes along, that same pin is going to get a lot of engagement over to your website for you. And then the last one is the most important of all. Drive traffic for free. Yes, that is the best thing about Pinterest, is you can drive organic traffic over to your website without having to pay for anything, except maybe a little time to pin stuff. And one thing I also want to state is that when you use Pinterest, you can't just go in and pin and then forget it. You really need to try to stay engaged. That is where hiring a VA might help to pin regularly, or you can use tools like Tailwind. I love Tailwind because I can go once a month and schedule all my pins out for the rest of the month. That way I don't have to spend so much time on pinning. I can spend more time on creating my blog posts and my products. I really want to thank you for participating in my session during this Mega Print on Demand Summit. And if you really are interested in learning more about Pinterest, you can go over to my website at pinmarketingqueen.com and sign up for a free session where we can discuss your Pinterest strategy. Also, you can sign up for my email list below, and I will be coming out with some more training very, very soon. So thank you again for participating in the Mega Print on Demand Summit.